Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for December 15th. Currently looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair closed up. It is moving overall. It is consolidating down, moving sideways. We are looking for this pair, however, to potentially move as high as 90.43, possibly as low as 87.98. Look for some resistance around 90.00 and look for some support around 88.50. Now let's take a look at the Euro USD. This particular pair continues its downward move. We are looking for this pair, if it does rally, to move up to 146.60 and hit resistance there. We're also looking for it to potentially hit some support and move lower down to the 14500 mark. Now the pound US dollar pair closed lower, continues to move sideways, did form an inside bar over this last session. We are looking for it to potentially move as high as 164.09, possibly as low as 161.09. Look for some resistance around 163.25 and look for some support around 161.90. Now let's take a look at the US Swiss. This pair moved higher. We are looking for this pair to continue moving higher with a bias to the upside. Look for it to potentially move as high as 10450 and hit resistance there, possibly moving to 1.0357 and hitting support at that level. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? Well, let's get into that in just a minute. We do have, from a news announcement standpoint, we do have the U.S. releasing the FOMC rate decision tomorrow at 2:15 p.m. Consensus on this is that they're going to hold rates at 0.25%. This is probably the #1 news announcement globally for all currencies, really, if they're tied to the U.S. dollar, which most are. So you definitely need to take note. If it comes out as if they hold the rate as expected, at that point we're just going to see the market kind of probably whipsaw around a little bit and move sideways. However, if they raise rates, we could see some strength come into the U.S. dollar and continue these runs that we've seen in the U.S. Swiss and the Euro USD. So definitely take note of that. We also have the Bank of Japan releasing their interest rate decision. Don't have any time on that, but the consensus is they're going to hold rates at 0.10%. Now, we also have the New Zealand dollar releasing the business confidence for December. No consensus on that. It's being released at 9 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Previous was 43.4. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? Drop down to the 1 hour time frame on the Euro USD and zoom out a little bit. I do anticipate, that may be a little much, I do anticipate, due to the FOMC announcement, that the market should move sideways, probably between this area of resistance and this area of support. So what I would do is look to grab pips as the market moves sideways between support and resistance points. Look to sell and then look to buy back when it dips and then look to sell again. Should be able to do this 2, 3, 4 times, possibly more, prior to tomorrow's news announcement. One good way to do this is put on a price action channel set to, say, around the 3 mark. Possibly use some moving averages set to the high price and set to the low price. Use maybe a 3 period moving average set to those two. Should give you a nice little bracket that you can trade off of between your sells, buying and selling as the market does move sideways. So you should be able to pull down, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 100 pips over the next several hours as this develops. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.